Awesome.
Hi guys!
Hi everyone!
Welcome to YouTube Gaming!
Yes, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Happy Friday to all of those out there. If you're in Australia, happy Saturday. Yeah, it's good. It's good to be back.
Yeah,
it's good.
It is.
Yeah.
Alright. What do we got going on today?
Well, you know, this week the Springvale season just recently launched. So we have our first 3 Divine Dragons, which are now available in-game. We also have the feeding event that's going on.
Yep.
So today, I think we're just going to be doing a couple of runs on Aibrean, Nollaig, and Corthanak.
Yep.
And yeah, just talking a little bit about some strategy on them, maybe a little bit of pronunciation, because I definitely had quite a bit of time trying to get used to their pronunciation.
Well, considering PG Coffee and I clearly got them wrong our entire stream until someone in chat actually gave us the true pronunciations. Then we were like, all right, cool.
Yeah. We also actually
Saturday in Europe. Too.
Oh, in Europe. Well, welcome our Saturday Europeans. Thank you for joining us.
Depending on where in Europe. If they're 9 hours ahead.
Right. So you might be just passing midnight or something like that. Yeah. Cool.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right. So, just to talk about the feeding event and to clear up some stuff, just so we don't have to talk about it too much more. But we know that there were a lot of issues at the first few days of the event. Most of them should be cleared up by now. I did get confirmation earlier today and just haven't had a chance to post it on the forums that the egg token bonus for anyone who claimed it in the last 2 days should already be activated. If you're still having issues with it, please reach out to support. If you already have a ticket in the ticket queue, just be aware that our ticket queue is really high right now, and it's why a lot of people are having a slow reaction time to get a response from support. I know normally we are much faster at a first response, but right now it is super bloated. Just be aware though, if you keep responding to the same ticket, it actually will drop it down in the queue. Because it'll go by the time. It'll go by the time that you opened it again. So we really want to make sure that nobody is getting their ticket overlooked or anything else. So just try and be patient. I know it's hard and it's horrid, but just in case, if you will get answered soon. If you tag PG Jared or myself to look into a ticket, just be aware we too will also be a little backlogged, just trying to catch up with some stuff. But yeah, so the rollback issues also should be resolved.
Basically, we made a pretty long post on the forums last night. So if you do have any of these issues or believe that they're still occurring for you, please check out the forums post. We do believe a lot of these things have already been fixed and have rolled out to all of our players. So yes, if you do, are still experiencing these things, please submit a ticket and we will be sure to get back to you, just maybe not immediately because
it'll be a little slower.
The ticket queue, yeah. But anyway, so I see a whole bunch of you have started to put your in-game names into chat, which is awesome. Yeah. So we are continuing with our sort of starting of this streaming channel giveaway. So we're still going to be doing 5,000 rubies as our giveaway for this week, which is pretty solid. So we're going to be giving that away to 10 people. 10 people from today's stream will get 5,000 rubies each. Thank you for putting your in-game names. Once we have that, we will just automatically credit you in a little bit so that you have them. It's going to be a total random giveaway, so there's no way for us to sort of announce them during the stream. But if you won, you will know because you will see them pop up in your game.
You will generally get them over the weekend. It's usually me who distributes them, so usually I will get a chance on the weekend.
Yeah. So if you don't see them or if you think that you haven't won, then you can go and bug her.
Yeah. Please don't.
Because I'm sure she would love that.
please don't bug me too much. But yes, I will. Generally, they will be sent out they're usually sent out on Sunday at some point. So just keep an eye out if you are a winner.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So I think it's a good time as any to get on in game.
Sure.
Start doing some runs, So we're on a test build because we gives us access to all of the dragons and has them super leveled up and maxed out. So you can get to see what it looks like with all the highest level and highest bases that it will be flown against. So it looks like Arlena will take it for a spin a couple times. I'll keep an eye on chat in case anyone has a question. Well, we'll see how it goes. You're going to start with Nollaig over there?
Yep.
All right. I also think it's super great that our community has sort of started to make their own names for these dragons.
Yes.
So Aibrean has now become Aibrean.
Oh yeah, I saw Aibrean. Yes, I also saw.
And Nollaig is
Nollaigs. Oh yes, Nollaig is kind of great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm pretty into it.
That one.
Mm-hmm. Nothing for Corthanak because you can pretty much pronounce Corthanak's name pretty easy.
Well, I don't even know what you would like make out of Corthanak either. Like otherwise, what else could you possibly go there with?
Like cloth something?
Cloth something? Really?
I don't know. I don't know
with that. I just missed a tower. Apparently, I
start talking about pronunciation. Yeah.
Missed a tower there. Oh dear.
Killiam, I know you mentioned that you would like to attack our base. That is something that we did last week. So we had a pretty hefty base, actually, be available to attack for us. We will definitely be continuing that in the future. It's just today we are interested in more, showing off the dragons, getting you guys more accustomed to it. But we will have more of those kinds of attack bases situations in the future. Yeah.
If you join in on my Facebook live stream, frequently you'll know that I am constantly saying, like, if you feel the need to attack my base, go for it. I'm never gonna really throw a hissy fit about it because I know most people use my base for resources because apparently I have resources frequently. This is what I hear from other players, is that my base tends to have a lot of resources all the time.
You're a hot commodity over there.
Yeah, I frequently am, and that's cool. So feel free to attack my base. It's the same name. It's literally the same name.
Just giving it out for everyone to attack.
I just accept that. Oh no, even if I don't, I just end up with a lot of attacks. So it's easier to just give it out now.
So I'm not gonna lie, I think you really did quite well in that run.
Yeah, minus those 2 towers I missed because we were talking.
But still, you made it all the way, so that's pretty cool.
Yes.
James Burton, my name is not actually Crisis. No, I was not gifted that name at birth. No. Arlena, likewise, it is not her original name either.
No. Hilariously, I also don't technically go by my
original
legal name.
Neither do I. We both have our names, which you see, and then we also have nicknames, and then we have real names. So we have quite a few names that we go by, but not the originals, no.
Yes, that is a thing.
Oksana asks, which is the next event?
So that will be announced on Monday.
Yeah. Typically we have the events announcements go out on Monday. We also send it out in our newsletters every week. So if you're subscribed to that, you'll also get the event updates. But more to come on Monday. Yeah.
Do you want to do Aibrean first or Corthanak? Let's do Aibrean.
Led and Stucky, can you use Nollaig, please? Of course we can. We will definitely be using all 3 of the dragons.
We will use every dragon more than once.
All dragons forever. Arlena actually just went through all of Nollaig on this base, and now she's off to Aibrean. Yeah.
Yep, rocking that Aibrean right now. Yep.
So actually, fun fact, this morning we posted on our social channels for the War Dragons pages a super cool little graphic that one of our Creators Faction members actually created. I'm going to pull it up on my end so I can reference it correctly over here. But it did show exactly how to pronounce all of the dragons that you see here in the Mythos collection. And it also gave a couple of fun facts about Celtic runes, actual real Celtic runes that are representative within the dragons themselves. So for Corthanak, because you happen to be flying Corthanak, while you do that.
Yeah. Okay, I am on Corthanak.
You are. So for Corthanak, if you notice, its head sort of has this symbol on it, kind of like a diamond shape with a couple of extra lines going out. That's actually a real Celtic rune, and it is representative of possession. So it's pretty interesting, that our art team decided to have Corthanak have this super crazy thing on its head because the possession of Corthanak, especially within its lore, sort of makes sense, where this dragon is born from the ashes and wants to turn the world to ash, and it's very interested in possessing the world so that it can basically burn it to flames. So yeah, and then on Nollaig as well, if you notice in the concept art, you can see it pretty well. I'm sure you can also see it like in the Dragon's Den. But on Nollaig's face, it's got like a, almost like, it looks like a table. Oh, what happened?
Sorry. Don't mind me.
So close.
That was pretty much where I was going with. So close and yet so far. I'm Niece Woodrian.
So Nollaig's got like a table symbol on its face and then like a couple of dots. That is actually also a Celtic rune, and it represents winter. So Nollaig, which is the oracle of winter, and its lore, which revolves around winter, also has the rune, the Celtic rune for winter on its face. It was pretty cool.
The rune's also in the middle of the spell too.
Yes, exactly. The runes are also in the spells. So for Corthanak, it's Ghostfire Blast and Ghostfire Wreath. You can see that same possession rune in all of those spell icons. Likewise for Nollaig, Winter's Bite has the same sort of table plus dots Celtic rune within it. And then Aibrean, so I don't forget and finish it up of all three, Aibrean on its chest, it has this like circle, almost looks like the Torah symbol, but it's like a circle plus sort of horns at the top. That is the Celtic rune for spring, and Aibrean is the oracle of spring, so it kind of, you know, makes sense. And likewise for Aibrean's special spell, which is Spring's Renewal, it has that same Celtic symbol within the spell icon itself. So, fun facts from Crisis in Aralina.
Oh, goodness. All right. What's the best base to go get resources from? There are definitely a lot of good farm bases to go to. I know Alleviates is a farm base. There's some other XP bases that are usually good. Unfortunately, during a resource event, it's rough finding resources.
Yeah, it happens. But I would recommend, if you do find a good base, you can always bookmark them. So you can save them for the next time that a resource event comes up, and you can be one of the first people to go and get all their resources, which is pretty nice. Maybe a little dirty play, but you know, it's nice.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, we're back to Nollaig.
Back to Nollaigs.
I like that from now on you're just going to call it Nollaig.
Yep. Nollaig's an Aibrean.
Oh god. It's poor dragons. Never stood a chance.
It's funny too, because especially when people were saying like, oh, Aibrean is Aibrean or whatever. Now when I go to type in the word Aibrean, I basically type in the word Aibrean. And I'm like, oh, nope, backspace.
You're like, nope, that's definitely not how that's spelled.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Pardon me. I'm going to see what else we got going in chat here.
Oh, good. While your arm's like covering the screen.
Well, it's just putting it on turbo mode, of course.
That's cool. I missed that same tower again because you distracted me. Apparently, I'm just not destined to get that darn tower.
Justin Curry, first-time watcher, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. As a reminder, if anyone's interested in participating in the giveaway, please be sure you're also subscribed to us on YouTube and YouTube Gaming. You'll get all the notifications for when we go live. We will typically try to do this every Friday around 3:30 p.m. PT, which of course correlates to whatever your local time is. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us.
Don't mind me over here
yes.
with my do.
That's cool. I see Shinku just screaming Aibrean.
Yes, actually.
Yes, it's quite nice. Quake, what are you using to stream? So we actually use OBS as our software broadcasting service. We have a pretty solid Blue microphone mic and a Logitech webcam. So it's not like the most glorious setup, but it certainly works, and it's pretty solid. Yeah.
It's a Yeti.
We also have, as you can see, like there's nothing behind us, so nice little green screen going on too, you know.
If you're an audio geek, it's a Yeti studio mic.
It's pretty nice.
They're a good quality mic that is not super expensive to purchase. I actually used to have one at home, and then it broke.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do to it?
I'd had it for a really long time.
Yeah.
So
just happened to be that time.
Yep. Fun times for audio geeks here.
Hashtag Aibrean. All right.
Thank you. Yeah, go for it.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
All right. Let's see what other questions we got going on.
I think it's my time to do some runs here.
You got this. Yes, you guys can totally offer suggestions for this base. Everything on this base, it's a test build. Everything on this base is max level.
I'll leave it up for a second so you guys can see.
But yes, if anyone has suggestions, you are totally welcome to give them to us for this base. We do appreciate it.
Yes. John Beal, first time watching and you love it. Thank you so much.
Woohoo!
It's so nice to see new faces joining us, so thank you. If anyone is also interested, we do stream on Wednesdays and Thursdays as well. On Wednesdays, you can catch me on our Twitch, War Dragons Game Twitch channel. And on Thursdays, Arlena streams on Facebook Live.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
it won't be the first time.
Things.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, we are on a test build, so we cannot attack anyone on live. So the live game, we can't attack anyone. We can only attack the bases that are here. But we will probably work on, at some point, the dragons will be on our own game because we'll work through the events and everything else. So make them all kill islands. Oh. How do I get Kieran? Kieran was only available last season. Unfortunately, if you weren't unable to claim Kieran during Wintertide, then you would be unable to claim Kieran again. So, unfortunate, but I do love Kieran. Gotta love that pink sparkly goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Pink sparkly goodness.
There's nothing wrong with some sparkles in your life.
Yeah, actually. Again, literally have lived my life as a figure skater. I frequently tell my students, like, that is not sparkly enough. We need to add more.
I'm sorry, but you will fail this if you don't have the sparkles.
Oh, I'm not that bad. I'm not that mean.
I don't know.
Not that mean. All right, let's see what else. Okay. First time also, just really started the game. That is awesome, Robin. She's so sparkly. I do love Sparkle. I am totally that person that will be annoying and be like, those are crappy rhinestones. You should not get them. Accurate representation of my life. All right. For the second round, do we have to unlock the second rider to get the dragons, or is it unlock the dragons to get the rider? It is unlocking the dragons to get the rider. So then, the next release will be Oksana, the Twitch draws a dragon rider.
The rider.
The rider, because, English. But that will come out week 3, so in 2 weeks. And in week 6, so 5 weeks from now, we will release the hunter, the sorcerer, and the
final rider
that is to be determined. We don't have it as mythic. We don't have it as epic. Super
above average rider. Maybe one of those.
I think right now with that team, it's being referred to as a super rider. At least for now,
Turbo rider.
Nobody knows what to call it. I like turbo rider, but that's just me. So
sounds like you're just about to take off with the rider.
Just push. So still waiting for my wink if the next hunter in 6 weeks has a white spell. Well, we don't actually have this.
I don't know how to wink.
Spell set. You don't know how to wink?
I mean, I do, but I can only do it on one eye and not the other.
That's unfortunate.
I know. It's not ideal.
Did you promise that we would copy a diamond player's base?
Did I?
I don't know if you did.
I will try to.
We can try for next week.
Yeah.
Or the week after.
What we want to do is just make a bunch of different possible bases that we can show off so that they don't always have to be super high level. Some of them can be like more in the middle, so that everyone has a chance to, be able to attack us and we can defend.
So which dragon is better, Nollaig or Aibrean? So far, I like Nollaig. Aibrean is one I'm still just kind of working through. Aibrean is one I'm not sure how I feel about yet. I need a couple more weeks to get a real gauge on how I feel about it. Do you have an opinion on what you like better so far?
I don't know, honestly. I do really like Nollaig aesthetically, but I've been going for Aibrean first on my personal account, obviously because it's got the 50% off
that's
discount.
Why I've been doing it too.
So been definitely working that for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I think I gotta work on both of them, but it is nice that Nollaig is able to have a white spell, which definitely helps. Overall,
also has
though,
that sustain too.
yes, it does. So that super helps as well. But yeah, I don't know. Eberron's pretty solid too. I'd love to hear your opinions, fellow players.
Yeah.
Fellow lords.
How many times can we enter the giveaway? You can enter the giveaway as many times as you like. It's not going to change your chances of us picking you. Because it is going to be more manual than it is on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook and YouTube right now are very manual processes for us to do that. So,
Indeed.
Crisis, build a proper kill box, Dark Flak and Blue Mage up front, Red Mage in the middle, and Storm with Ice Turd in the back. Good to know. We will definitely make sure. I saw a comment that said, make sure we write all of this down. We definitely will. We're making sure we have all of these archived so we can go back and make sure we have all of the suggestions too, which would be great.
The Perfect Beast asks, I'm newer to the game. Are there any guides on YouTube? I didn't see any on your channel. That is a good point. There's actually a bunch of folks in the community that have made guides for the game. I'm not sure if Odin has done so, but I know that he does like quite a few videos on his channel as well. I know he's probably in chat, so shout outs to you, man. He's definitely a good channel to follow for that kind of stuff, for sure. So
yeah. All right, let's see what else we got going.
Christine W asks how to get more food. Well,
magic.
It is a little hard this week because we are in the feeding event, so a lot of folks are rating each other based on their food caps and their resources.
Yeah.
In general, of course, you have your resource buildings, but other than that, I really would recommend just continuing to attack different bases. Definitely take a look at, the amount of food that each base has, so you can plan it that way.
Just be aware at the same time, you potentially, what you see may not be what you end up getting because someone else could have also attacked the base at the exact same time.
That's fair.
So when you look and see, oh, they have this much food and you don't get any, it's probably because someone else attacked the base at the same time, unfortunately.
Can I enter my fiancé who is watching with me? Of course you can.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, just type in your in-game names and make sure you're subscribed to us, and most anyone can be entered into our giveaway.
Yeah. So entering the giveaway requires that you are subscribed and that your in-game name is in chat. Please make sure to put your in-game name that you would actually like the gift sent to. Do not put an alt unless you want the alt to get the gift. Because I go by your in-game name that you put in. So just a by the way. Build your storage so you can hold more. That is also a good tip. You should definitely build your storage up.
It's actually something I was just doing earlier today.
Yep.
You saw me.
Yep. I had to listen to you go with that.
I had to listen to you complain.
That's all good. I was complaining about something else, so I think I was complaining about war or something. All right, let's see what else we've got going on. Apparently, someone likes your glasses.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Saku83 likes your glasses.
Thanks, man. Or lady, or person.
Human.
Appreciate it, yeah.
I am not wearing mine today.
Yeah, you have your contacts in today.
Yeah. Downside being blind, I can choose.
I actually don't have any contacts because I am deathly afraid of poking my eyes.
It's
my
not
eyeballs.
that scary. It's really not that
I know,
scary.
but it's just the mental thing, and then the whole I can see myself coming at myself, situation. It's just not ideal.
Are you planning on letting your nails be super
Oh
long
gosh,
and then just
no.
try and do it?
Definitely not.
Dear God.
That is not the intent there by any means.
All right, shout out to Adophos. I have no idea if that's how you say it. I'm so sorry if that's wrong. I accept that I some days cannot pronounce anything. It's cool. All right, hey, with the next dragons, do I have to get the first 2 dragons? So the way the season structure works now is to get Corthanak, which is the mythic dragon, you need to unlock Nollaig and Aibrean's full branches. And then if you want to get the super rider, or whatever we're calling that rider, then you need to unlock both branches of the next 2 dragons that'll release. And then Oksana is her own branch.
And she will be discounted as well.
Yep, her first page will be discounted in the same way that we did for Kayla. And then the second page with the gear will be full price. And then there's the egg token bonus. That's pretty much it coming out. So if you want You don't have to get the first 2 dragons if you want the next super rider thing. Super rider. I don't know what to call it.
It's fine. Yes, Christine, that feel when you lose your glasses and you're wearing them,
Definitely done that.
I know that feel all too well. I've definitely done that before. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Wait, I can see perfectly. What? Oh, it's on me.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
That happens. I also do that thing where when my glasses are off and I'm like, either reading a book or something, and I have this natural habit to push up my glasses, so sometimes I'll go to push it up and I'm just like smacking myself in the head because my glasses aren't there. So I have definitely done many things, dumb things with my glasses.
Yeah, I just meant I just accept that even with my glasses and my contacts, I run into everything because I have really crappy depth perception, even with contacts and glasses.
Now, are you nearsighted or farsighted?
Technically, I have an astigmatism, but it's very mild. I just can't see far away for crap.
Okay, so you're nearsighted then. Got it.
I can't see far away.
Yeah.
But I definitely, will walk into walls all the time because I'm like, cool, I think I passed that. I've walked into the couch near my desk, 10 or 15 times and ended up with, a massive bruise one of those days. And I was like, oh, that's awkward.
That's what happens when you smack into a wall. Because the wall is not going to...
Well, neither does the couch. I've walked into my bedroom door, too, before.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm clearly quite blind. Do you ladies have any tips for new players trying to level up dragons in this event? I would definitely agree with John. If you need to get XP, definitely attack higher level bases than what you are. Have teammates back you so that you can get through them. Just so you're not attacking it and getting 10% into the base. That would be bad. Hopefully I will not sneeze. I think I've already sneezed once, but hopefully I won't sneeze anymore. My allergies,
I don't know,
for the most part, are being okay.
I feel like every stream you have...
I just accept that I am allergy ridden, I am hiccup ridden. It's just a noise friendly day. If you, people in the office, PG Jared sits right across from me and still is convinced that I am mice in a human suit. So
I would happen to agree with him there.
I just go with Minnie Mouse and just rock
there
that.
you go.
Support help, please. My friend and teammate has a major problem with the game kicking her out of her runs, or the game shuts down. Well, right now, I talked about this earlier, but right now, our ticket queue is very impacted. So if your friend is not getting a response very quickly, it is because last I looked, there was over 2,000 tickets sitting in the queue right now. So it will take time for people to get a response. It'll take a lot longer than normal. If you keep responding to the same ticket repeatedly, it actually drops it in the queue. It's a weird thing Zendesk does. I got nothing on that one. But just be patient. They will definitely get to you. If it is an issue like that where they're being kicked out, usually it will get escalated to myself or my other teammates. So we will see it. It will come out. So will one of the dragons be one of the other 2 dragons be discounted? I don't think it will. I haven't heard anything about a discount.
Yeah,
as far as we know, Aibrean is the only dragon discounted this season, but if something changes, we will definitely let everyone know.
Yeah, for sure. Don't forget, we also always have those super sigil weekends at the end of every season. So once we really sort of start to finish the spring season, those will come into play as well.
Okay, let's see. Egg bonus, get it before or after half off Aibrean? Honestly, that's a lot of personal preference. I know a lot of people will go for the egg token bonus before they get the discount dragon or a dragon of their choosing. Personally, I'm going for Aibrean first just to get it out of the way while it's discounted. And I know I can get it a little more easily. The egg token bonus is there all season, so I can easily get it any point in the season if I'd like to. Oh! I am so sorry. That was the first stream you saw of me that I was super sick. That was no fun. Also, fun fact, the only time I've been sick this year.
Hopefully, yeah.
That's why I just knocked on the table.
I just recently got sick a couple weeks ago, and I had to take a flight over to Denver to go there for the weekend. And it was not fun, let me tell you. To be sick on a plane, not fun.
Rough.
Not a good time.
Am I short? Yes, I am actually short. I am only 5'3", so I am quite small. I guess I could say fun size, but that just feels... I hate when people say short people are fun size. No. Just let us be short. It's fine. Best breeding path to follow. I would definitely use Red's. Her guide is really great for using that. Why aren't XP potions counting as points? I don't actually know right now. I can go ask the team when we're done. Check your forum messages, Crisis.
Okay. I will. Thank you.
Can check it after. We don't have neither of us have the forums open right now, so we'll generally check it after stream or later on. Mm-hmm. Does food spent on clearing forest count during the feeding event? Not that I know of. I'm not positive. All right, let's see what else we got going on. When does runic chest go out again, and what's inside it? So runic chest will not be for another couple weeks, right?
Yes, I think so.
I think that was what we last heard. And when we're ready, when it's coming out, we will make sure that we put what the contents are on the forums, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Is there any update on the purple screen? And Atlas Mine has been purple for 8 Atlas events. I will have to go check on that for you. I don't recall which update that's coming out in. It's coming out in a common, it's coming out in a more recent update. So a future one, but soon, I think. How's everyone's day going? It's going pretty good.
Yeah, it's going all right. We actually just had a couple of internal play tests for testing a little bit of a new feature. We had a meeting to test out a new dragon. It's going to be coming very soon. Yeah, we got some things. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. All right, let's see. What are our favorite events?
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I'm still big into the whole like personal events, if you will. So like fortification and breeding and feeding and that kind of stuff. In terms of the PvP events, I don't know. That's a good one. It's a good question.
I like fight pits. I feel like I'm definitely in the minority here that actually likes fight pits, but...
Fight pits isn't too bad. Gauntlet, I also don't mind at all. I think that one's
Gauntlet's like, okay.
Yeah. Wouldn't call it like my favorite, but it is still pretty fine. Yeah. What are your favorites? Tell us what your favorites are. We're actually really interested in this because we've been talking quite a bit about events. There's been some talk, we're iterating on potentially some new events that we would like to implement into the game. So
one of which is probably going to come out this season.
Yeah.
I'm excited
for it. Hint. Yeah.
Hint.
Yeah, so definitely let us know. We're interested in hearing what your say is on that too.
Yeah, we've been hearing a lot of really good feedback on the forums about different events that people want to see retired, people want fixed. So,
yeah. Lots of feedback. All the feedback.
All of it. I'm gonna not miss this tower this time.
Angela asks, what's your best dragon movie or favorite dragon movie? Do you have a favorite dragon movie?
I can't really think of any movies I love that have dragons in them.
Well, there's How to Train Your Dragon. There's Pete's Dragon.
I don't like Pete's Dragon.
You don't like Pete's Dragon? No. What? That's such a classic story.
No, it's not.
Someone's salty over here. Jeez. Oh man,
I am very particular about my film choices. So
also, if you
also know that's my background, so I'm very pissy about film.
True, yeah.
And there's also some films that I've seen too many times from just class. So
fair. Are there any other specific dragon movies that you guys watch and that you like? If you count Pokemon, then sure, yeah, I love dragon movies.
I will totally admit, I love rom-coms and I I love all the like fantasy sci-fi movies. I like superhero movies.
Yeah, I was just about to say also for in the realm of fantasy, but not necessarily movies, there is Game of Thrones that sort of comes to mind. Hopefully, I'm not spoiling anything for those out there that haven't seen it.
It would be great if the next season wasn't forever.
I know. When they announced first, they were like, "Oh, it'll come out in 2018," and then they announced, "Oh, it'll come out in 2019," and my heart just like
I was
cracked.
like, "Yeah," I was like,
just
that
like
sucks.
Shattered.
But also like the like budget for all of the new ones are
skyrocketed.
Like is insane.
Yeah,
I don't know.
for sure, most definitely.
All right, let's see. Land Before Time.
Oh yeah, Land Before Time is so good, but those are mostly dinosaurs.
Like, wait. So, Daniela, did you watch Merlin the BBC show or something else Merlin? Because Merlin the BBC show is pretty great.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh,
no.
it's so good. It's on Netflix, I think. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but it was at one point. So,
I think I saw someone down there say, I like dragon books. Yeah, Shadow Wolf. So it's actually interesting you say that because one of our Creators Faction members wrote a book about dragons. I think it's a series.
It's a series.
Yeah, it's called Dragon Speaker. And yeah, it's an entire like fantasy novel revolving all around dragons and dragon lords. So would definitely recommend if you're interested in those kinds of books.
Yeah, but I'll definitely admit, like, I like more of my like rom-coms are definitely my guilty pleasure movie.
I'm definitely more of the like fantasy world. You know, you've got like Lord of the Rings and all that kind of stuff.
Rewatched some of Lord of the Rings this weekend.
Nice.
It's on, like, the first one's on Netflix. How can you not?
Right. But it's not the director's cut, so it doesn't have that extra hour of footage. Bumping it up to a 4.5-hour movie.
True, but there are occasions where I'm okay not rocking 4 hours of my life.
Yeah, that's fair. I get it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh god, I can't multitask. Sorcerers and multitasking just do not work for me.
I have a good friend who I'm seeing this weekend who has never watched any of the Star Wars movies, like any of them. Not even the originals or the new ones, like nothing.
Dang.
And I'm just like, where have you been? What kind of life do you lead that you don't know about Star Wars?
I mean, the only reason I got my best friend to see any of the like superhero movies is because she's like, wow, they're really hot guys. That's literally the only way I can get her to go.
I mean, I'm sure that's what gets a lot of people to go to. She might not be the only one.
No. But she made me see Batman versus Superman, and then I had spent like half of the movie explaining crap.
It's like, what is that? Who's that person? What did they do?
Yes, actually, that was literally what it was. And I was like, okay, great.
Yeah. What else do we got here?
I like, cool. Merlin BBC was a great reimagining. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
I agree. It's one of those shows I like haven't watched in a while, and I kind of want to rewatch. But right now I'm watching Rain on Netflix.
Tarnock says Dragon Age Inquisition. That was also a fantastic game. I think that was one of the games that won Game of the Year a couple years ago.
I haven't played Dragon Age.
I've heard it's good stuff. Yeah. I mean, if you're into that kind of game, of course. But yeah, definitely.
I haven't played it. Mm-hmm. I'm slowly working my way through Horizon Zero Dawn.
We're going to do a little thing here. Hang on.
Well, at least this is working better than you reaching over me. I'll bite you.
Gail Rose, I've never seen Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. Oh my gosh. If you're really into fantasy,
you should watch both of them.
Yeah, if you are into fantasy, obviously Star Wars is more of the like space sci-fi stuff. And then Lord of the Rings is your classic, you know.
I like watch Star Wars
and
then Spaceballs.
Oh yeah. Nice.
I agree with that one.
That would be a good one. Yep.
That would be the best. I love Mel Brooks. One of my favorite movies is thank you. One of my favorite movies is The Producers. So
for Mel Brooks. Mm-hmm. Nice.
It's a great musical.
All right. I'm gonna move this mouse.
Okay, you can just move it over there.
Here. Let's swap. There we go.
There we go.
Beautiful. So I can look at all your beautiful text, not necessarily faces.
Definitely text, not faces.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll use quick. Why not?
Ernest Waters asks, when are more areas opening to Atlas? So that's a great question. Actually, we were in discussion about when the next sort of grouping of players will have access to Atlas. We can confirm it will be coming quite soon. I can probably confidently say it'll happen within the season. But we don't have an exact date or week yet. That being said, though, there is a bunch of discussions that are happening right now around it. And when we do have more information as to what groups of people will have Atlas next, we will be sure to add that to our social channels. We'll be also making a blog post because there's going to be a whole bunch of updates coming to Atlas as well. So a lot of things are cooking for Atlas right now. A lot of things are in the works. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Stop!
So, as you know, Aibrean and Nollaig are different oracles of different seasons. You know, so Aibrean is your oracle of spring, Nollaig is your oracle of winter, and then Corthanak is kind of like the one-off dragon that is very much a chaotic dragon, if you will, very chaotic evil, where once it rises, all it wants to do is burn things to ash and sort of like bring things back to the earth kind of thing. So, I'm not going to give away a lot of things, but I will say, if you notice the trend that Aibrean and Nollaig have under their subtitles, being the oracles of different seasons, you may notice that we're currently missing 2 seasons, and that might give you some hints as to what you can expect for the next dragons.
I'm sorry, I'm concentrating.
That's fine. Grizzly Bear asks, why is the token boost not working? So the token boost currently is, it is like tracking everything that you're doing, but it's currently delayed. That basically just means we had like a pretty high demand in servers over the past couple days, so it may not have actually updated to your specific account. That being said, though, all those things are being tracked, and it is just a delay, a visual delay. Everything else should be good to go there. If you would like more information, please check out our forums, which is forums.wardragons.com. That actually has the latest information from our developers about all of the potential issues and fixed issues that have now made its way to the game. So yeah, if you do believe there's anything else that's happening to your account or your game in this moment, please don't hesitate to get in touch with our support team, which is support.wardragons.com. They'll be able to help you out. It might be a little bit slower of response time, again, because of our server demand. We also had a spike in tickets as well. So they are working really hard to get through that backlog of tickets right now. But if you tuned in a little bit earlier, Arlena was mentioning that our ticket queue is a little bit over 2,000 tickets right now. So I think our team is hard at work.
This morning.
Yeah,
I haven't looked at it.
Hard at work to work through that now. So you can expect a response at least within 48 hours, but we'll try and be
we're gonna try that again.
as soon as possible, basically, for that one. Yes, Wendy, Gold wants Atlas too. Of course. It's in our best interest, of course, to have everyone be available to have Atlas. I think it's just more of the Atlas team letting us know when they're ready to roll it out to more teams and more leagues. So as we have more information, we'll be sure to let everybody know on our social channels and our blog and the forums as well.
I don't know what dragon I feel like playing. Kind of feel like playing a quest orb, but
but that's Wintertide.
But that's
we're
a
past
Wintertide
winter
dragon. No longer applicable.
Mm-hmm.
Except I'll still play it on my own account.
Yeah. I feel like you have quite an affinity to Nollaig right now. It seems like that's the one you're more
I do
tuning
like
into.
warriors for the most part. I'm clearly not going to use it like in a war.
Sure.
This is definitely a dragon I'm going to want to test it on like my own account when things are defended and
Right. Yeah.
I
I think overall I will end up liking Nollaig better, but I'm going for Aibrean first because Aibrean's discounted right now.
So am I.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to try and like obtain as many prizes as possible from Aibrean's branch, and then I'll move on to Nollaig.
That's pretty much what I usually do.
Yeah.
That's what I did last season.
It seems to be the way to go, honestly, because you've got that discount. You might as well use it, you know?
Pretty much.
Especially if you're interested in getting one of the Hunter Dragons for the season. So, it should be good.
Yeah.
There are, of course, the other 2 dragons that have yet to be announced or released yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hunter and a sorcerer, right? Yeah. So a hunter and a sorcerer, which means that Nollaig is our single warrior for the season. So, yeah, it's good stuff. Kevin Peterson, did they already talk about Oksana? I don't believe we've talked a lot about Oksana right now, but I could give you a brief little lowdown about it. So for those of you who have been tuning into our Twitch streams, we actually had a Twitch Draws a Dragon Rider stream back in October. And what came from that was a concept art of what will now be Oksana. We had this unnamed Dragon Rider for a little while, and we decided, you know, the concept art was created using some of the suggestions that directly came from players in chat. So the name and the lore for Oksana was also going to go to the players. So we had like an open submission section for a week, and then after that we had another week of voting for the final name. And out of all the community votes, which I think was like, a little bit more than 2,700. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So out of all those, roughly 17% of people voted for Oksana, and she ended up being our #1 name for this Dragon Rider. So Dragon Rider Oksana is coming out in 2 weeks. So not next week, but the week after that, you can expect Oksana to release. She is going to have her own lore and her own buffs and her own gear and the whole thing. And we'll be talking more about that and her specific like spell buffs and things like that during the week that she'll be available. And then also when she releases, she will be discounted the same way that Aibrean is. So the first half of her branch will be 50% off for the 2 weeks that she first releases in. So yeah, it'll be good stuff. We wanted to make sure, especially with this Dragon Rider, that we gave as many people the opportunity to obtain her as easily as possible. So that's why we wanted to do the whole 50% off. And it's also just like a super badass Dragon Rider to give to everyone. So
she does look really cool.
Yeah. So it'll be good. And she also comes with her own portrait, which will be nice.
It's a very nice looking portrait because we have seen the portrait so far. Yeah.
Aibrean and Nollaig, of course, have their own portraits. Corthanak does not.
And the other 2 dragons will also have a portrait.
Yep. So in total, 4 dragons and 1 Dragon Rider of the season will have portraits. I think they're super cool. The Deer Hunter in Nollaig's branch is like my favorite thing ever right now. I am obsessed.
I like both of them. I like both Ara and Deidre, so the Deer Hunter and the Ninja. I just can't decide which I like better because they're both really cool.
How you doing over there?
Good.
Just extreme sorcering, if you will.
All the sorcery.
Yeah. All right. Of course, Kevin, no problem. I'm happy to help. So again, for those interested in participating in our wonderful giveaway that we have going on here, please be sure that not only are you typing your IGN into chat, but you are also subscribed to War Dragons on YouTube. That would be super great. We would, of course, appreciate it. But it also gives you the opportunity to get all of the events and notifications for when we go live on YouTube Gaming and when we also release more videos on our channel, which I believe one is going out pretty soon. So you can sort of expect that as well.
There's one going out this weekend.
Ooh, good stuff.
Ooh. Yeah.
What else do we have?
God.
Space Given, how much longer will the discount last? So Aibrean will be 50% off until March 20th. So you've got 2 weeks from when it released, which was on Wednesday, and then 2 weeks from then, which is March 20th. So you've got until then, and then after that, literally right on its heels is when Oksana's discount will begin. So it's kind of like 2 weeks of Aibrean, 2 weeks of Oksana. That's the discount.
And then next round of stuff.
So Jeremiah asks, so how do we get the next 2 dragons that are going to be released? So when they release, they are going to be very similar to the way that you see now with Aibrean and Nollaig in the Seasons tab. They will have their own separate tile and their own separate branch. Once you fully complete both of those dragon branches, then you will have access to the Super Rider, if you will, and then you will get access to their branch. So same thing, you can sort of pick and choose which dragon you would like to go for first, and which, where you would like your sigils to be placed. And then once you complete those branches, you can move on to the I guess, top of the pyramid, if you will, for that. I know a lot of folks are asking what event is next. Typically, we announce events on Mondays of the week.
Yep.
So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Monday, we will let you know what our next event will be.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have the names just yet for the next dragons. We do know them. We just are not going to share them just yet.
We'll do a little special preview stream for when they're ready. If some of you caught our stream last week when PG Coffee joined us on Twitch and Facebook Live, he actually went through all of the different ways, or different weeks rather, that different content was releasing. So week 1 is Aibrean, Nollaig, and Corthanak. Week 3 is Oksana. And week 6 are the final dragons and the final dragon rider. So 6 weeks from now, roughly, is when you can expect those to release. And we will be quite sure to preview them on stream and show them off and do all that good stuff. So,
and there will be blogs for them as well, so you can find their spell set later.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and we'll have all that information up on our blog.
No, to get the Super Rider, it's not Nollaig, and Aibrean and Nollaig are used to get Corthanak.
Mm-hmm.
So the mythic sorcerer.
Mm-hmm. So it's the other 2 dragons that will get you the Super Rider, if you will.
Yes.
The Super Rider.
I don't know what else to call it, because Mythic Rider...
We have to figure out a good name for it.
We gotta figure out something other than, Mythic Super something. Mystic Super Thingamajig.
Michael Rufino asks, April Fool's release, question mark? I'm not gonna go into detail here, but there may or may not be something joining us in Dragons for April Fools. And TBD.
We saw what it was earlier today, so I'm excited.
Yeah, we've definitely got some things in the works, so
it'll be cool.
We hope you won't be disappointed, and we hope you will laugh.
What happened to ochre? Will we be able to get stones again? I have asked the team about it. They're still talking about ochre, so hopefully ochre is not dead to the world, but hopefully.
Yeah.
I did not get ochre, so this...
I also did not get ochre. I think ochre had almost just come out when I started to do all the community things around here, so yeah.
All right. Cool.
How you doing on the runs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to take over a little bit?
It's up to you. Are there other ways of obtaining springtime sigils? So Springvale sigils you can get through gold chests. You can also get by participating in the event.
Mm-hmm.
You can get them in bronze chests too, but it'll be a very, very small sigil
probably
drop.
25 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What's the rune on Aibrean's tail?
Ooh, good question. Is there a rune on Aibrean's tail?
Let's go back to the den. Yeah,
I was going to say, go check out that den. There is definitely a rune on Aibrean's chest, which is that circle with the sort of horn symbol. That is a Celtic rune for spring.
All right, I'm just going to keep hitting the Hall of Research, apparently. That's cool. Don't need it. Anything else? And we're scrolling. We're scrolling through all the dragons. There we go. Is there a rune on its tail? Oh, there is.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I don't actually know what that rune is.
That's definitely a Celtic rune. Good for pointing that out.
Yeah, I didn't know. Oh, I did not notice that. We'll have to go bug the art team.
Yeah,
and see what
we'll go investigate for you because that's a good thing that you point out there.
Yeah. So sigil chests usually do appear at the end of the season. They appear for the last 2 weeks. I'm assuming they'll probably be back. I can't expect that they won't be, but
yeah. Indeed.
Cool. All right. So I think we are doing good here. Do you have anything else you want to show off today?
No.
Not really.
For those of you who did catch our Twitch stream earlier this week, we actually had a special guest on. It was one of our Dragons animators. His name is Finespine. You can find him on Twitch if you're interested. He has done a whole bunch of really, really cool work in the film and gaming industries for animation. And probably in the coming weeks, you will probably see him a little bit more often. We are planning on having him join us so that he can model some of the characters that will be in War Dragons live, so that you can see exactly sort of what it looks like to work on War Dragons and get some real-time updates on that. So that was pretty sweet. I would definitely recommend checking out the archive for that. You can see his demo reel there. Also, just check out his Twitch channel. He'll be around, and yeah, you'll definitely see him often.
Yeah.
Soon. Very soon.
We're also planning on bringing some of the art team on more to Facebook Live as well. We've just got to try and work on their schedule as well.
They're busy people.
They are busy, busy people.
Doing all that stuff.
Doing all the things that we cannot
Maybe if we ask them
handle.
nicely, then they'll be like, okay.
I was just going, I can't handle drawing a dragon. Barely draw more than a stick figure.
Oh, it would be hilarious if you saw me try and draw a dragon. It would just not go well.
We should just have a
drawing party
dragon and show the art team.
Yeah.
All right. So that's pretty much all we have today. We don't have the names. We cannot confirm the new names of the dragons, the next 2 dragons. But as soon as they are ready to be released, we will preview them and show off as well.
Yeah.
All right. So that's pretty much all we've got today. If you have any other questions or anything, please make sure to reach out to us in the forums. That's generally the fastest place to catch us. If you send me an in-game mail, which occasionally people do, I will take an eternity to get to it, because I'll usually have stuff from my team in there about like wars and everything else.
That's fair.
So usually it'll get a little scary there. But yeah. All right. We will see everyone next Wednesday for Twitch, next Thursday for Facebook, and next Friday for YouTube Gaming.
Yes. We are doing all the streams now.
All the things. All right, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, again for joining us, and especially as our, introduction to this new streaming channel. It's been a blast so far. I'm having a lot of fun.
We're having fun.
I hope you are too.
Yeah. We will see you all next week.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Awesome. Cool.